I'm gonna offer you 5 tips for total academic domination in 2021. They are split into different time frames. We have 1 year, 1 semester, 1 month, 1 week, and finally 1 day. Are you guys ready? Let's do this. Starting with 1 year. Super duper simple, guys. Stay ahead of the curve. Only 1% of you watching this right now will be crazy enough to follow the advice I'm about to give you. Here it is. This summer 2021. Sit down and take the course you're about to study next year. So if you plan to take AP Chem, IB Spanish, or whatever next year, start studying today. Challenge yourself to take the entire year-long course in 1 summer. And if that sounds way too difficult or ambitious, then just try learning half the material. If you're feeling really ambitious though, try to take 2 courses in the summertime. And that way you'll basically have learned half of the academic material you need to in advance. When school starts, you won't be learning these concepts for the first time. Rather, you'll be refreshing your memory and deepening your understanding since you've already studied them. Sounds pretty obvious and straightforward. However, the overwhelming majority of students just simply don't do this. And I went to the #1 high school in the nation and I saw kids perform really well academically because they had already gotten a head start. In fact, I think this is especially important for junior and senior year when the classes get even more difficult. And you'll discover that soon you will be studying independently, sometimes even more than your teacher teaches you. So it's good to learn this early on. And also, these days, guys, you literally have 0 excuses. There's literally Khan Academy, you can pirate the free textbooks online. All you're missing is motivation. If you do this right, come fall time, you'll be chilling like a villain. Moving on to 1 semester. This one, my friends, is a real game changer. Always, and I mean always, meet with your teacher before submitting a major assignment. Have a paper due in 3 weeks? Schedule a meeting with your teacher a week before the deadline. Have a big test coming up? Schedule a study session with your teacher a few days beforehand. The reason we do this is twofold. First, it shows that you're taking ownership of your learning. This is definitely going to help when you ask for a recommendation letter down the road. And it will straight up help your grade at the end of the semester when teachers are looking at GPAs and deciding maybe I should round up a little bit. Yeah, I'll cut this kid some slack because he has been putting in monster effort all semester. The second, more important reason why we schedule meetings is because it forces us to stop procrastinating. Instead of waiting 48 hours before the deadline to start your 5-page essay, this little hack will force you to start working earlier since you don't want to show up to your meeting with a blank sheet of paper. But even if you show up with nothing, chances are during the meeting, you and your teacher can talk about some ideas and you can walk away with an outline. There are honestly so many benefits to this hack, guys. When you impress your teacher and you get buddy-buddy with them, they might slide some summer programs and opportunities your way or recommend you for awards. Honestly, there are so many added benefits and your teacher might help you in ways that you never even thought were possible. By the way, guys, if you are getting value out of this video, it would mean the world if you could sauce it a like. I will be donating 10 cents for every like that this video gets to Girls Who Code. And if you enjoy study tips, stories about Yale, general life advice, please consider subscribing to my channel where I will be talking about all those things and more. Thanks so much. The third hack might actually be the most important one. It's called Eat the Rubric. Here is the thing, guys. When you really think about it, your grade in a course really just depends on 4 to 5 major assignments, which might occur about once a month, or maybe a little bit more frequently, depending on the school you go to. Understand precisely what it takes to get an A and check every single box. Not once, but twice. It truly baffles me how many students don't know what an A paper looks like or what an A presentation looks like. Friends, you can email your teacher and ask for a sample. And this again shows that you are taking charge of your academic progress and you'll be able to see what other students are doing well and you can literally just emulate it. My 4th hack is for the 1 week time frame. You might have heard it on Reddit. Explain it to me like I am 5 years old. This is a phenomenal way to improve your retention after learning new key concept. Imagine this, you're in calculus class and your teacher is talking about deriving sine x, cosine x. Can you explain this process in a way so simple that your 1st grade cousin could understand? You can do this for humanities subjects too, learning about how Congress passes a bill, or are you studying literature and learning about magical realism? Scribble down 2 to 4 sentences using vocabulary that an elementary schooler would use. Quick little final tip, I would definitely use a pen and paper since science has shown that using your hands to jot down notes improves memory and retention. The fifth and final hack, friends, is to use drugs. That's right. Use the most potent, widespread drug of the 21st century, which is none other than King Caffeine. Coffee helped me get into Yale. Fact. And here's another fact. Caffeine improves memory. So friends, if you screwed yourself and waited for the last minute, like I'm talking about the last day, to study for this Chinese exam or biology quiz, really anything that involves rote memorization, then it's time to pull out the most powerful duo of all time. Starbucks Frappuccinos and flashcards. I'll make a whole other video about how to cram for exams, but the basic gist of it is that you're gonna want to expose yourself to the material in 20-minute time frames, 20-minute chunks, until you feel like you have pretty much understood the material, and continuously feed yourself caffeine, enough caffeine to last you through the night. If possible, try to sleep for at least one sleep cycle, so that's 90 minutes, 3 hours, 4.5 hours. It varies person to person. But trust me, from personal experience, this is a lot more effective than cramming all night and using those extra 90 minutes like, should I cram or should I sleep? You should probably sleep. But here comes the most important part of the process, which is that when you wake up the next morning, you need to caffeinate again. Caffeine is particularly effective for morning quizzes and exams. Although at this point, you've probably drank like 3 to 5 cups of coffee in one night. Not healthy, not recommended. Obviously, this is a last resort, guys. Not something to be relied upon every week. By the way, guys, I just wanted to let you know that if you've made it this far into the video, I am offering one-on-one free 20-minute coffee chats if you guys want to talk about Yale, study tips, how to plan your high school years, how to organize a college timeline in order to get the dream job that you want. Feel free to bother me using this link, bit.ly/botherkevin20. I am constantly rooting for you guys. Your success is my success. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you at the next one. Peace.